Alternatively, you can just keep fighting the shadow men that spawn and do it that way. I'm sorry, this has just turned into grind the session. Okay, drunk chick in the club, I'm just grinding on all the men. I'm tempted in putting a few points into dex. It's not like it will go astray. My sword still scales somewhat off dex. It does also mean some more physical defense and bonus to my fall damage resist. Bastard. Ooh. Fight or flight? Yeah, right. Not sure a patch is surviving over there. Patches the hyena. I wonder if people draw gender bent patches. I wonder how many of them end up with a cock. Female hyenas. Uh, Pseudo penis. I swear I remember reading some previously that that whole thing was semi inaccurate. I swear the thing was actually putting it down to a dietary thing. It was actually the high-ranking females that got to eat better ended up with that. The lower-ranking ones didn't. Um, Due to the additional material, their bodies kind of develop differently. The the increase, if you don't eat well when you're young, you end up shorter. Even if your genetics say you should have ended up taller, you end up shorter. They ate better. They somehow ended up with that bit of their tract on the outside. It doesn't really make sense, but at the same time, some biology is weird. Like apparently pufferfish, or not clownfish, the males can become females. I think if the female of the tribe dies, another animal like ejects its stomach as a way of scaring off predators. Basically, there's some critters with very strange physiology. It can't be discounted. Bastard. Get dunked on. These guys can drop their sight. They can also drop a few other things. Plus, Dark Moon is going to be needed for an achievement, so I may as well go and grab it. There may be better places to get it. Actually, it can actually just be outright bought, can't it? It may be better to ignore their drops, but I'm a loot whore. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Oh, what's the guy from the 2001: A Space Odyssey? The main dude's name. I know Hal's the robot. What's the... I'm sorry, so-and-so. I can't allow you to do that. I'm sorry, I can't allow you to do that. Yeah, it's like that. I can't allow me do that. No. I've never seen Baldwin spelled like that. Baldwin. I would like to believe everything he says is just in bold. It's a stupid joke, but it's funny to me. They just turn and look at their boss just riding in mysterious flames. Using the normal arrows would have been more profitable. I don't know why I went for the fire arrows after doing my testing, but I know my brain just out. I think I did look at the thing. Shit. Couldn't fully remember how well each arrow had done. You know, the numbers got a little jumbled, and then I saw the resists on the page, and it's like, oh, this does so much better. So I just went with it. But yeah, it doesn't matter. This is the best grinding spot for souls so far. It's 4k souls, over 4k souls for like 7 arrows. In theory, I could work that down even lower if I just flung myself down and fought the Reaper head on, but it's quite risky. I wonder what everyone else thinks. It's just like, just imagine like, we come in and we leave, we come in and we leave. It's just like, what is he doing? And they like, I don't know, they pull up a convenient orb and watch. So it's like, huh, he's screwing about. Oh, he nearly lost his head there. How many times has he done this so far? I think he could get back to just, you know, fighting the demons. I'm starting to feel bad for the Shadow Men, even with their creepy laughter. I'm not sure how much shards of Dark Moon I'm gonna need to max out a weapon. And I'll probably need some pure Dark Stone too, honestly. Dark Moonstone. Need to go grab Gwendolen and like rub him on a rock or something. Okay, I'm gonna spend these souls now. Still, the best grinding spot I've ever had in a FromSoft game was Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 Giant Stream with the Giant King. The enemies kill themselves, and you can, with minor soul gain gear on New Game +1 difficulty, you can get about 20,000 souls a thing, and you don't actually have to fight anyone. Using the environment and each other to kill them, you get about 20,000. Oh, excuse me, about 20,000 a thing. You feather out. You can use a homeward bone, but that takes away because you have to go buy more. So if you get so far into the game that you get the feather that teleports you back to bonfires, use the feather to leave, go back in, leave, go back in, leave, go back in, and you get 20,000 apiece. And yeah, it's the best thing because you don't actually have to do anything, and it's really like there's a bonfire right by the way into the place. Oi oi, I'm over here.
Thou seekest then soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be
granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Art thou done? Main thy
I can.
Okay, if I upgrade the compound longbow, it does end up a little stronger. The dex scaling is actually pretty weak. And using it requires strength, yeah. Oof, 22 strength? Jesus. I don't have that. Then again, I was able to use the compound short bow even without 18 strength, so...
Do come back.
It's a little stronger. If I can kill the enemies that little bit quicker, then that's saving arrows, saving time. Ideally, it would be fantastic if I could just one-shot the Reaper. No one fears the Reaper, man. Don't fear the Reaper. When the Blue Oyster Cult sang that song, this is what they're saying. This is what they're singing about in reality. Oh god. Instead of doing just sub 50, I'm doing nearly 60 damage now. I shot. I'm doing sub 60. And yeah, so I shoot out like 5-6 shots and I get like 4.5k. It's a pretty simple grind, like my fucking god. I suppose like one of the biggest issues with it is just the time it takes to get back from looting the body. Additionally, it's all too easy to fall back down. So, the possible attack by them is also an issue, but it's pretty easy not to be hit by them. That's the second time I've ever been hit by them. New. This is also the longest I've had my humanity. I wonder if there is a way to sell in this game. Don't know if there was in Dark Souls 1. Yeah, there was, by way of Frampt. You could feed him items and you would get a price for it. Wasn't always the best thing, but if you had excess trash off of farming and whatnot, you could make a few bob that way. As long as it wasn't Crystal here, as he hated Seat, he paid very little for it. Ooh, Warsec, nice. I'll look at that in a mo. Since he hated Seat, he would only give you like a single soul for it, so it's worthless. He also gave you more if you sold him female gear, I believe. I think there was one boss soul that he actually gave more souls for it than the boss soul was worth. But it was a boss soul, so it's just like... In Dark Souls 2, they had the one sane dwarf, sane being a loose word, the one dwarf in it that would talk to you. He was a merchant you could sell to. Then in Dark Souls 3, they had the lady back at base you could sell to. Elden Ring, you could sell to the ladies at base, but I think you could probably have sold to anyone, I think. I'm not really sure. So... yeah, who knows how this game is going to handle it. 4, 5, 6. I didn't fully count there, I'm going to be honest. But I think it was like 6 shots. But yeah, if there's someone I can sell to, I could in theory offload a ton of these Dark Moon shards. If there's someone I could sell to, I could offload the war sites and stuff. It's an option. Here, 1 sec. So many intrusive thoughts. Fun, fun, fun! Actually, I need to look something up. Demons, souls, sell. Let's get away from there so I don't get murked. Actually, someone else um, recommended doing the same thing I did. Um, someone else was recommending to grind here as well. So sadly, that's the issue when you play an old game. You can't really find anything new. It's new to you, but someone else has probably already done it. But yeah, there is no way to sell in this game, none. So sadly, having excess items is just a burden on you. Um, no way to offload them. You can give it to the other guy to hold on to, but you can't. Oh, my quip burden is maxed out. I'll go fix that. But yeah, there's no way to sell items and get money for them. You can drop them, but that's it. Kind of sucks, really. A pole weapon, used for slash attacks. Pole weapons can mow down many targets in a single blow, but are difficult to handle and require both strength and dexterity to use. So sadly, yeah, there's one other sad thing about this is the great lack of flavor text in the game. That if you've played like Dark Souls, I presume Bloodborne, if you played Elden Ring, that you'd be used to, you would learn a bit more about the world and whatnot through each item. It's a lot less aggressive here, which is a shame. But again, this is the grandfather of them all. They basically established the core of the franchise right here in the game, and expanded it on it in each iteration since. Like the use of the Estus flask, they brought in one. The increased amount of flavor text, they brought in one. The greater speed that they introduced in Bloodborne and continued into Dark Souls 3. You know, um, we have to see how their next game goes, and how it's affected by Elden Ring. So, yeah. So basically what I'm just saying here is simply you can't really compare this game to the games that come after it, because this is grandfathered them all. And to be honest, while it misses some stuff they have, you just see how much the others borrow from it. It is such a... It is the bedrock of the franchise.
Thank goodness, I was worried sick about you.
While this guy did lose his head and abandon his family, I can't kind of hate him, because he clearly regrets it, and he lost himself in the panic of the situation, you know? I don't know, he's just sad fodder type. I can't hate him, you know? He did fuck up there, but yeah.
We are indebted to you, for you fight on our behalf.
Thou seeketh soul power, dost thou not?
Let me
Then
just see what
touch the
rests
demon
the.
inside me.
This is a comment on Game FAQs. Who's it by? Xenosaga123 from 10 years ago. My God. Ugh, my God. They recommend using bows because it'll make it faster and maybe magic. They use Flame Toss, Soul Ray. To, you know, the Shadow Man just inside the door. That's what they use to kill him. Then they use normal arrows, only 20 apiece, to kill the Reaper below. And they also recommend having the Ring of Avarice from Lady in Tree 1. Though if you get a bit further into it, you can just pick it up yourself, really. Ah, someone's saying there's an explanation why no one's willing to sell things, to buy things off you, because everyone needs souls to stay sane, so no one's willing to part with what souls they get. So yeah, that makes sense. Though the Storage Thomas dude isn't parting with his. Is making any souls. Though, do people really need souls to stay sane here during the Nexus? Shouldn't they be safe? Maybe it's the merchants outside it. Though that's kind of the same reasoning they have in Dark Souls. Hmm. So.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdraw. I shall await. I am.
Wait. You build off strength.
Thou seek then. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou down, main the.
All the points I put in the decks there weren't the best use, because this uses fucking strength. It still scales, just poorly. Hey man. He just stands there slowly turning his head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Didn't really notice the change there. But I suppose it's only a single point. Don't know if I got any safe landing bonus from the decks I got there. Shit. Shit, Retief there. Wow, that's a flashback I just had there. Ages and ages back, I used to listen to Film Sack. That was a fun movie podcast. by Scott Johnson, um, cartoonist. He also does like had a WoW podcast called The Instance, and he had the morning stream, which was a morning show. He's trying. It's like he's trying to strike a pose to look cool, but he's also an incredible dork. Ow, the pain. Come on, speed it up. I keep killing your boss. Okay. Soldier's Soul. I think I'm done grinding here till I get the nasty. I think I'm done grinding here till I get the Ring of Avarice. Maybe I should take a swing towards getting that. Apparently it costs 50,000 to buy it, but you can get it for free, like right afterwards. Then again, that may be more of a late game thing. Let me just look it up. I want to just be sure on this. Yeah, it can be gotten right afterwards. In Tree 2. I was worried you had to go to Tree 3 or something, but no, you can. I could head there now. We'll deal with patches first.
Oh, the demons haven't got to you, have they? I'm in luck. You
That
see
face.
that pit? It's filled with treasure. But I can't get to it myself. Go on, have a look. It's more riches than I've ever dreamed of. That's it. That pit just there. Go on, get a little closer. What's keeping you? Have a look at that treasure down in the pit. Then we'll work out a way to fish it out. Have a look at that then.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw myself down. You can't do it to me if I do it to me.
Don't hold it against me, eh? Take your time, starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
Much obliged.
Heavens! Did you fall for that little devil's trap? Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. But dark, fearsome souls stand between us and freedom. But have no fear. God will cleanse us of evil. Pray with me. Umbasa.
Umbasa.
Heavens. Well, but pray with Umbasa.
Anyway, let's go. Oh, okay, Dark Phantom. Okay. Damn it. Smart enough to dodge roll. Until he struts. Fine. Damn, I keep wanting to slide into the move I had in Elden Ring. Bloodhound's Finesse. Damn, my eye got itchy. Hey, dumbass. Wherever you are. Black Eye Stone, chunk of Dark Moon Stone, and Stone of... yeah.
Oh, did you cleanse the world of another dark soul today? God has chosen you, and for that we are thankful. Umbasa.
Umbasa.
God has Umbasa.
Convenient staircase is convenient. So, how do you want it?
You. Hey, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Well, I mean, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look. I can make up for it. There aren't many humans like us. We need to stick together. I know. Here, take this as a token of my friendship. You've seen one of these before, surely.
I actually have one. There's another trap he kicks you into later on in a different area. I think it's the stone area. You need that dragon shield I've been using for it.
Come on, let's be friends. What do you say? No need to drag each other down. No need to drag...
If you weren't useful, you wouldn't be right now. In another run, I'll probably just shank him. Huh. Kinda dead at these things. No, can't say I'll mourn it. That's something pretty nasty. Let's head back home. No, not this one. Let's head back home, and I'm thinking I should be fine healing item-wise. Let's hit up the tower. We'll go get the Ring of Avarice. That'll probably be my constant companion, honestly. Don't need to grind as much if you're constantly getting that bit of extra soul, you know? It's like in an ARPG, if you just clear each map once, like, say if you're playing Grim Dawn, my advice is every area you go to, clear it at least once. Just fill the map and move on. You may end up having to double back and redo an area because, like, there's some stuff like, oh, you started over here, you get dynamite, then you go back to the start area, blow up a thing, and you get a quest, then you go to another area, and then another area, and you probably end up backtracking on yourself a bit, gaining that bit more XP. But as long as you like cover each area once, you're probably going to stay on curve. You know, I was in my first run of Grim Dawn. I wasn't really that into it, like doing that. So I rushed areas. I didn't complete the place, and so I ended up like level 30 when I fought the Ligorian, the end boss of the base game. But when I came back and did it again, I was like level 50, 60. The Ligorian was beating on me, but I was like taking each shot, and it's just like, oh, come on, if you think you're hard enough. He was already wailing on me, and I didn't even notice. You know, that's the power of actually, leveling correctly, So if I have this, the soul gain booster on the whole time, gaining like 10% more off each kill or whatever it ends up being, I won't need to grind as much as I'm getting that bit more constantly. And the only thing I'll say is, unlike, say, Elden Ring, where you have tons of slots, I've got two here. Ring of Great Strength and Cling Ring. I need this on for the moment. In the future, I may have enough endurance that I don't need it, but for the moment, I need it. Like, seriously, look, I don't have nearly enough without it. I'll be fat rolling. So, Ring of Great Strength and Cling Ring. Currently, I don't actually need the Cling Ring, so I could replace it with the Avarice Ring. But if I'm in soul form, I need the Cling Ring. So, that's one issue. Basically, Avarice Ring is... I desire it to be a constant companion. I desire it to be a constant companion, but given the only 2 slots available in this game, I'm not sure I can work it. Or I either need to do my best to stay in human form the whole time, so I don't need the Cling Ring, or I need to get my endurance up so that I don't need to Havel's Ring here. One or the other. No, there you are.
Thou seek then
Yes.
soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Wow, you're boosting
Soul of
equip
the
burden by
lost
2.
withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength
by
be
1.
granted so the world might be mended. Art thou done? Mend that.
Okay, if I took this off... If I took these off... Still fat rolling. What's it looking like? Yeah. Way too much of a burden. Okay. Okay, let's head up here. Oh, patches.
Well, I remember you. I'm glad I found you. I found some really nice trinkets. Well, we've been long acquainted, so I'm willing to part with them at a special price. But only if you buy today.
Oh, here's the second best thing in the game, but it's unlimited. I argue, therefore, for me, I would argue it's the best thing because the other thing it's too exclusive to really use. 85 physical damage on the arrow. Large, fat-headed arrow with more power than a standard arrow. Nobleman's ring forged with spices. Recovers MP a little at a time. An extremely rare, extremely delicate piece of handiwork. 60,000? Jesus. But yeah, if I used a heavy arrow, I could probably kill those mooks even easier. And it would speed up the grinding. It's 30 a thing, but if I use 5 shots, that's 150. 30, 60, 90. Yeah, that's 150. That's not bad, especially given that I'm getting just over 4.5k. It's not bad at all. Ooh. The shards scraped off the archstones that are scattered about in each area sends the user back to the Nexus. The archstones at the monumental entrusted to the elders have been forgotten, and are now left for the mice to gnaw at. Is it reusable, or is it a once-off piece? If it's reusable, it would speed up the grinding. No, it's not reusable. It's consumable. Waste.
Nothing here is stolen. I swear. I no longer partake in the whole corpse robbing thing. Yeah, no, I'm completely free from my vice. My old mother would be proud indeed. Aren't you proud of me too?
There, Patches. There, pet.
Now, you see that priest and his disciples over there? They still don't trust me after that little incident behind the altar. Shouldn't they believe in forgiving and forgetting and all that? Well, I have news for them. Praying has not put food in my mouth, nor anyone else's.
I did in that one series, Faraway Paladin. That one chick prayed for bread and got it. Wasn't no plot... Spoilers here. Wasn't no plot point? She suffered when she prayed for it, but the goddess was just like, yeah, she wouldn't accept it otherwise, literally. She felt she had to be punished. You know, she betrayed her vows and whatnot. I didn't really care. Wasn't it something like that?
Yeah, no, aren't you? Nice stuff, eh? Come again. Then I'll be awaiting.
Hints of that threw me off. Maybe went a little overboard on sound the Patches there.
Thank goodness. The Lord has not forgotten me yet. For he has reunited me with Saint Urbain. I shall serve him and pray with him.
Wait, I don't
and
need...
thus express my faith in God. Mbasa.
Firstly, I reunited you with him, and I don't need to hear about you serving him.
I shall always be by Saint Urbain's side. That is the purpose for which God hath put me upon this earth. I shall always...
Thanks to you, I was able to seek refuge in this nexus. Now I stay here and pray, along with my disciples, for the heroes facing the demons.
Me.
If you wish for benevolent protection in your fight against the demons, then bring me demon souls. I will cleanse them and perform a miracle with their power. If you truly are a disciple, then you must have a talisman in God's image. Heavenly miracles occur in Boletaria through the talismans. God has granted this accursed land with a special power. It is God's way of telling us we must stand up to the demons. After the dark arts spread across the land, holy miracles were witnessed once again. The will of God is clear. We must defeat the demons, annul the curse of Boletaria, and purge the evil magicians who manipulate those accursed souls.
Only issue with that there, mate, is that those evil magicians are the only reason we're able to fight them. If you harm the Maiden in Black, I'm shanking you. She actually does respawn, but I'm shanking him nonetheless.